God freaking.
Hello. Gonna be good morning, or should I say buenos dias?
Yo, what does that mean?
It's good morning.
Okay. And I'll say Guten Morgen.
What is that?
That's good morning in German.
Okay, Nito. Oh, it's been a long time. I haven't seen you in ages. What happened to you? Sick? Nito?
Sorry, teacher, I couldn't hear well. What did you say?
I haven't seen you in ages. What have you been doing? Is that you were sick?
Yeah, I wasn't well.
Oh, yeah.
Very sick, teacher. That's right.
Okay. So I think it's about a week, right? How are you now?
Not a week, like 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days. Yeah, that's a lot. Hey, let me check in. Algo, have you sent the full version of your essay?
Yes, I sent it.
Yes, yes. I thought so. I forgot it. Yeah, I forgot it. Okay. Hey, you love your conclusion. You love your conclusion. All right, guys. We'll go to, we haven't finished handling the data. We have to go to the second part of it. It's on page number 76. What can numbers tell you? I think this is a very easy peasy for you guys, but I want you guys to understand the mathematic formulas are explaining in the words, right? It's about mode, median, and ratio, or no, rate or mean. Have you ever calculated that kind of things? Have you ever calculated mean, median, mode of a series of numbers?
Yes,
Yes or
yes,
no?
yes.
Yes. One.
In math, yes.
In maths, in this school,
Yes, yes. Now, we are learning now.
You
We
guys are
learn it.
learning now.
Yes,
That makes a bit more easier, right?
of course.
That makes it easier. Okay. Ấy, sao còn chụp được? Oh, I would like to say, you guys, something. That is, as usual, as a teacher, like as usual, you will hear blah 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 from most of the teachers, right? So I have to say one thing that is about, homeworks. It is not supposed to be that coding or parenting or anything else, but it is just, I want to say, you guys, I understand. Okay, I understand because I was a student, right? I was a student. I understand when some people, you guys, trying to trade the papers between you and your friends is all right, but when it comes to the exam, uh you know this is like teaching, learning is, practicing your skill. So if you haven't practiced your skill, like for example the skill that you cannot do immediately, for example, your thinking skill or your critical thinking skill, like that skill you cannot make it immediately. So you need to collect all of the information or all of the factors from your lessons, and you have to make it one. So that's what exams are for, right? So for that matter, you need to train your thinking skill. Okay, you need to train your thinking skill. If you don't want to think a lot, if you don't want to take it, it is not all right. Okay, it is not all right. Because when you get to the university, or when you do on your own project, you have to make it on your own. Nobody will help you because they also have to concentrate on their work, right? And when you have finished your degrees or like that, and you are on your own, okay, nobody will help you, or okay, I will help, let's work together. We cannot do that, okay? Because we have to do individually. Our tasks will be different, obviously, right? So I know that sharing is really caring, but you don't share for the ideas, okay? You don't share for the ideas. You don't share for the extra math on exam, okay? Because it is not important to get the higher marks. It's important to be educated. That's important. That's more important. That's more what I value, okay? So you guys, when I give you guys homework, sometimes I know that, me too, myself, I really bored to do the homeworks, but you need to devote some time on your homework, because this is what I give you is, because it is necessary, because it is not because it is fun, okay, but because it is necessary. So trying to do on your own is fine to how can I say, if you would like to check other papers, it's fine, but do not copy the ideas, okay? That is important. And I'm thinking about what should I do for the upcoming exam, because I don't want you guys, I don't want to say that this is kind of cheating, but this is a kind of cheating in fact, right? So I don't want to say like sharing the papers or the answer is not okay. I know that it is for them. I don't know for the takers, but for the giver, it is rude, right, to say no to the friend. But please do it for yourself or for your friends on the exam. Okay, that's what I want to tell you guys. Because I know that you guys have group, and I know not just you guys. My new batch students also have the their own without teachers group, and they communicate each other. It's fine. Communicating is really nice, but sharing the paper is not so nice, because you know that I am a, I know when you copy it. Okay, I know. I always say that I know it. Okay, even if whether you try to make it different, I knew it.
Oh, sure. Like, can I tell them something? So there's like a way to like not let the teacher find out. So there's like a tool called paraphrasing. Just such a paraphrase and like, hey, make up with your own words. So like teacher won't notice that you're copying.
No. Until now, you know, whenever I find it out, and that was true. Because, you know, it is not just 1 year, 2 years of teaching. And I have like over 8 or 9 years of teaching skill. And then next one is I was a student once. I know the tricks are, okay, where the tricks are. I know what kind of behaviors you guys have. That's only just what the difference between you guys and me is the digital era, okay? So for me, I didn't have, you know, a chance to use the digital device and then communicate on internet, but I can personally go to the friend and then we can discuss the lessons together there, or just before the teachers come we can do it, right? I know that, and I know what tricks are because I did it. So I wasn't a very nice student, and I understand it, but I want to I want you guys, you know, not to be the best, or I don't hold it, okay? But at least you don't try to you have to carry some of the things that you get from the lessons. That is, you know, the skill and then the idea, how to think. Okay. Mostly the government school never teach you how to think because they want you guys to get the exact things that what they said. Okay. So I'm not blaming because I also finished from the one of the government school. So I don't blame you guys that. But you know, you are having a better education. Why you complain it, and then why you try to do the old ones? Okay. So that is the thing. I want you guys to think yourself. Okay. That is the kind of, you know, critical thinking and creative thinking. That is the start of the critical thinking and creative thinking. Okay, you guys can think, but you know, you guys are just bored. Too bored to write. Some people bored to write. Some people bored to think. How should I do? I know that, but you know, you don't cheat on exam, or else sadly I'm gonna make like 11 questions for 11 students. I don't want to do it. Maybe you might see that, oh, she is monster in your eyes, but I will take it for your sake of your education. For the sake of your education, I will take it. Okay, like your little nightmares. Okay, being the nice teacher all the time is boring. Sometimes I should better show you some of the skills. Okay, let's go to this one, reading. As you guys already learn about how to calculate the mode, median, and what is that? Median and mean and range. So can you feel the numbers here? Can you feel the numbers here?
Hey, can you tell me the page number?
It's on page number 76, reading. Coursework.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Can you calculate it? I have to, you know, speaking of, I'm thinking about the exam, your upcoming exam. I want to say you guys one thing that is, you know, I think I should put more more questions. I mean, you know, because you guys, it seems like you guys have extra times. You guys practice your type of skill, okay? If you don't want to miss out, you have to practice your type of skill. I think I should better do. Okay, there will be options, and there will be fill the blanks, and there should be some of the words that you have to like short answer, and then long answer is as you guys already know, the writing usually, and then reading. ဒီတစ်ခေါက်စာများရင်များလိမ့်မယ်အဲ့တော့ဒီချက်စနက်နှစ်ခုရှိရပေါ့နော်ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့ကျောင်းသားတွေကကျတော့ဖြေပါတွေကဟိုတစ်ခါကြောက်ရှင်လေချက်ဘာဖြစ်လဲပေါ့နော်ကျောင်းသားတွေတော့အချင်းချင်းကတော့ကိုထင်တာတော့ငါတို့ကအပြည့်ကင်းစင်တယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီချက်လည်းအဲ့လိုမျိုးကြီးမပြောချင်ပါဘူးဒါပေမဲ့တကယ်တော့ဆောင်းပွဲမှာကိုယ့်ရဲ့အမှန်သိဖို့ဆိုတာကကိုယ်တိုင်ဖြေမှသိမှာလေနော်ဟိုလုံးဝကွာဟို40လောက်ပဲရလို့ဟိုစုမဆိုးလို့ဟိုကူးတဲ့သူတွေရှိလားမရှိလားတော့ချက်မသိဘူးဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုးလည်းမဟုတ်ကြဘူးအဆင်ပြေနေတဲ့ဟာကိုဆိုတော့ဒီချက်ကမကူးစေချင်ဘူးတယောက်နဲ့တယောက်လေမဖလဲစေချင်ဘူးဆောင်းမမှာဆိုပူဆိုးတာပေါ့နော်မဖလဲစေချင်ဘူးဘာလို့ဆို English ကဒါသိ mathematics ဆိုပါတော့ဆိုသိဖမ်းလို့မရဘူးလေနော်ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့အဖေကအတူတူပဲဖြစ်နေရမှာဟုတ်ဒါပေမဲ့ English ကတော့ရတယ်ဘာလို့ဆိုတော့မင်းတို့ရေးပုံနေပါတယ်ဒီချက်တိနေတာဟုတ်တယ်မလားအဲ့လိုဆိုတော့လေလို့ဆိုတော့ဒီစာအများကြီးပုတ်စာတွေအများကြီးတဲ့သူချို့ exam နေမှာဆိုရှင်တယောက်ပြောလို့မရဘူးဆိုတာဘာဖြစ်လို့လဲဆိုတော့ပြောချိန်မရဘူးကိုယ့်အတဲအတန်ဖြေရတာလုံးဝမမိဘူးအဲ့လိုမျိုးပုံစံရှိတယ်အချိန်ကိုချုပ်ပြီးတော့အဲ့လိုလုံးလိုက်ရမလားဒါမှမဟုတ်လို့ရှိရင်မိကုန်းတွေကိုshuffle လို့မရဘူးသူတို့အဲ့လိုဆိုတော့မိကုန်းတွေကိုဘယ်လိုလုပ်ထားရမလဲ school မှာလာဖြေလို့ရရင်တော့အကောင်းဆုံးပေါ့နော် school မှာလာဖြေလို့မရတဲ့ခါကျရင်တော့အဲ့ဒါလေးစဉ်းစားရတော့မယ်ဒီချက်ကဘာလို့ဆိုတော့ဒီချက်တစ်ပည့်လေးရdigital ဖြစ်မှာမွေးတာဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီဘိုင်းနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတအားကျွမ်းကျင်နေတာဒီတိုင်းဖြစ်တဲ့သူတွေလည်းရှိပါတယ်နော်ဒါပေမဲ့ကျွမ်းကျင်တဲ့သူတွေတော့ပေါ့တီးတန့်တော့အကုန်လုံးပါသွားတာပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါလုပ်ဖို့ရှိရယ်ဒီဟာအတွက်တွိုင်းနေနာတာသိလားတွက်တတ်တယ်မလား the most is the number of that appear the most ကဘာပြောတာကျွန်တော်ဒီထဲမှာပါတဲ့ number ထဲမှာပြောလေ
အများဆုံးခုနှစ်7
အများဆုံးပါတယ်ဟာခုနှစ်က3ကောင်ပါတယ်ဟုတ်ပြီ the median is the middle number 5နော်ဘယ်လိုရေးတာလဲဆိုတော့ဒီမှာဒီ17လုံးရှိရယ်1 2 3 4 5ဒီမှာတစ်ဖြတ်လုပ်လိုက်ပြီးရင်ဒီနောက်ကပြန်ရေးလိုက်1 2 3 4 5ဒါဆိုရင်အလယ်မှာရှိတာ5ဟုတ်တယ်နော် okay if there are two numbers in the middle the median is halfway between them
5.5
ဒါပါဖြစ် 5.5 လို့တွက်လိုက်တာ how to calculate it
so there's a 0.5 between 5 and 6 Chen. You know,
yes
but by adding 5 plus 6 is you got 11 and you
Yes.
divide
divide
it by 2 so you
Yes.
get 5.5
yes so we add the middle two numbers 5 and 6 we add it and then we divide it by 2 then that's what we get okay the mean is the total number divided by how many numbers are there how many numbers they are so
7 the main also 7
7
yes Chen.
you may also want to find out the range the difference between the biggest and the smallest number so it's going to be 6 right 8 minus 2 shouldn't no knit let me do it ဒါဆိုရှင်လိုက်မလို့ okay so you guys do this one speaking နဲ့ဒါပေမဲ့ကျန်တို့ဒီတိုင်းပဲတွက်လိုက်တော့ဒါပေမဲ့ရေးလိုက်တော့မနော် You want to find out about how much you are going to have to pay for a new smartwatch. 4 of the best-selling watches are listed on our website. The cheapest one is $200. There's one $250, $220, $290, and $1,000. Okay, you guys do that one. You have to calculate for me. What is the range of the cost, the mean of the cost, and the median? Which more is useful? The median or the mean? Okay, just only say three things firstly. Okay, calculate for 1, 2, 3. Finished? Guys finished? You guys finished? Finished? Okay.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. What is the range of the cost?
$800.
$800. Okay. Okay, next one ပြောကြည့်အောင်လို့ရှိလဲ A. What is the mean of the cost?
Yes, teacher.
ဟာတမီဟာ mean
Teacher မကြားရရလို့ရှင်
what number 2 question လေးတမီ2လေ
မဟုတ်ရှင် line သိပ်မကောင်းဘူးရှင်
တမီပြောရတဲ့ကြားနေရတယ် hello 2 question number 2 I will write
ဟုတ်
it
ရှင်ဟို speaking 3ရဲ့ number 2 question ပြောတာရှင်
ဟုတ်တယ်တမီ
ရှင်$435
435. $435. Teacher dollar she might yeah. $435 below. Okay. 3. Da. To me. You okay?
270.
270. Which is more useful as a guide, the median or the mean? The median or the mean? How do you think of it? Yeah, the eye need that. ဒီကဒါတို့တို့စိတ်ပူလို့ပြောပြထားတာနော်ဘာလို့လဲဆိုတော့မိကုန်းတွေကအဲ့လိုတွေလာလို့ရှိရင်ဒါတို့သင်ပြအောင်လို့လေတစ်ခါလေးပြောပြထားတာဟိုရောက်မှာဟာဒီချက် surprise တိုက်တယ်ဒီချက် yes ဆက်တယ်ဘာဖြစ်
ဒီဗာမေးလိုက်တာလည်းမသိဘူးချက်မကြလိုက်
ဒီကောင်ဒီမှာ now for language are useful as a guide median or mean ဘယ်ဟာပို့ပြီးတော့ useful ဖြစ်လဲ median နဲ့ mean မှာ
အဲ့လိုလိုချင်တစ်ခုလုံးကယူဆူဖြစ်ပါတယ်
Follow are useful. Everyone is useful. Every single thing that is you learn is useful, right? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not do that. Yeah,
I think mean is more useful than median.
Okay, why?
Because it's like the most commonly used, to measure the statistic.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Then thank you for your answer, Daka. This one is the project design and writing the questionnaire. So this is project you have to do, but what you need is, to know, I would like to say one thing that is compared to mathematics, the mathematics from the 10th standard students and then the mathematics when I got to university, these are totally different. But what surprised me is the question is totally the same. Why the mathematics problems is totally the same and the way, the means we have to calculate, like the equations and everything's are different. Okay. So why we have to do the better way? You will see that here, 1 to 10. This is about the questionnaires you have to do. Okay, you understand English and you know everything, but she won't know what kind of thing should we follow in order to do these questions. Okay, for example, let's do it without seeing the instruction firstly. Okay, so the instruction လေးကိုမကြည့်ဘဲနဲ့အရင်လုပ်ကြည့်ရအဲ့တော့လုပ်တဲ့အခါကျတော့တချို့တို့ဘာဖြစ်လို့ဒီ question ကိုပဲဘာဖြစ်လို့တချို့တို့လုပ်တဲ့ question ကမှန်ရဲ့သားနဲ့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ရှိရဲ့သားနဲ့ဘာဖြစ်လို့မမှန်တာလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တချို့တို့နီးစနစ်တွေရှိတယ်နီးစနစ်တွေကအသုံးပြုပုံတွေမတူဘူးတချို့ topic တွေတစ်ခုသွားတဲ့နေရာမှာကျတို့ဒီ English မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်း English စာမှာနီးစနစ်တွေအများကြီးရှိရပေါ့နော် exam တွေအောင်မင်းတို့အများကြီးကွဲတရပဲလေအဲ့လိုဆိုတော့နီးစနစ်တွေအများကြီးရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီဟာတွေကအကုန်လုံးကတော့သူမှန်တော့မမှားတာမရှိဘူးဒါပေမဲ့ကျတို့ကအကုန်လုံးအရင်များတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ကျတို့အဆင့်ဟိုဘယ်လိုလုပ်မလဲဟိုတောင်းနိုင်တဲ့အဆင့်ပြတက်တော်မယ်ဆိုတင်းနေဟိုယူတဲ့ဟာကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ယူပြီးတော့တင်ကြတာပေါ့နော်အဲ့လိုဆိုတော့ကျတို့ဒီနေရာမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းမှာ hours you sleep per night အဲ့ဒါကိုတချို့ဘယ်လိုဖြည့်မလဲကြည့်ကြည့်အောင်ကဲပြောကြည့်ပါဦးတချို့ဒီဟာလေးမေးခွန်းလေးလုပ်ပြပါတယောက်မို့တချို့စီမှာ10ယောက်ရှင်မှာတယောက်တစ်ခုပြောမယ်ကွာအောင်ကောင်းတချို့ဒီဟာလေးမေးခွန်းလေးလုပ်ပြပါလားဒါ1အဲ့ဒါကိုသိချင်တာတချို့ဘယ်လိုမေးမလဲ
Hours do you sleep per night? How many hours do you sleep per night?
Do you sleep night? Okay. Nito, can you make the question for the breakfast?
When do you have your breakfast every day?
Yes. When do you have your breakfast every day? Okay. And 3. Sorry, Taka. 3. Travel to school.
How do you travel to school every day?
Okay. How do you travel to school? Every day of my so tell me, no? Okay, 4. 4 teacher. Okay. 4 got favorite school subject. La me go teacher the 4 လေးကိုမေးပြပါ
What is your favorite school subject?
What is your favorite school subject? 5 ကိုညံစောချုပ်မိပြပါဦး Time is spent doing homework. Nyonzo, are you there? Away from keyboard. I think Nyanzo is AFK. So let's go to Sule. Sule, can you tell me about number 5?
How many hours do you spend for doing homework each day?
You spend on or doing homework? 4 lah, that meaning.
How do you say 4?
Or doing homework each day. 6 the number of books you have read in the last month. အဲ့ဒါကဒီချက်ကိုနောက်တစ်ယောက်သူရှိတယ်။ပြောဟာ။ဟဲ့ဘယ်လိုဖြစ်သွား။နေထုတ်ပေးပြရနော်။ညံစော are you there? 7 ယောက်ကပဲလို့7 ယောက်က choice မှာဟောလို့ရှိရမှာ။တက်လျာလာပြီလားလောက်လာသေး။ And so who's left to do that question?
Teacher me.
Yeah, I don't. What the mean? Oh, about my Okay, Elvin. Elvin, no lino Jenny, no. You don't like me. I mean, to be all the channel, 6 go go. Number of books you have read in the last month.
Only one book. Chị.
No, you have to make the question by using this information.
How many books did you read last night?
How many numbers? Number.
How many books? Chị?
How many Millie?
How many books? How many number of books did you have read in the last month?
You have read in the last month. Okay. 7. Elvin.
How many times do you spend listening to music?
How many times you spent?
How many times do you spend?
Do you spend? Okay, could be 8. 8, Lynn.
How long do you spend on your computer? 10. Maybe how many hours do you spend on the computer?
Okay. ဒါလေးကိုကြည့်လိုက်နော်အဲ့တော့ဒါကဒီချဲတို့ရဲ့ငကိုရှိတဲ့ English knowledge ပေါ်မှာမိခိုပြီးတော့မူတည်ပြီးတော့လုပ်ထားတဲ့ဟာပေါ့နော်ဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့တော့အခုဒီချဲတို့လုပ်ကြည့်မယ်ဥစ္စာဒါလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တယောက်တို့လား你看哦你看ဟိုမှာဒီကချဲတို့ page number 77အခုသွားမှာနော်အဲ့တော့ဒီဥစ္စာလေးကို okay based on our knowledge this is the question what we made okay so what you're going to do is in order you have to study firstly you have to study the questionnaire how to make the questionnaire for the survey okay so this is making the question for the survey style with the survey style so that is will be different with the previous one based on the thing that we made based on our knowledge okay so how could they different let's see firstly I want you guys to do this one as a homework as I can if I tell you this is homework and you just do it like quick and no care somebody not all of them okay some people they totally don't do that. That's why I want you guys to do this one right now because I want you guys this one is a kind of the thing you have to study and it is a knowledge for your knowledge and for your education. Number 1, before you write the questions for your survey, read the following guidelines. So firstly, you guys read the guidelines from exercise 1. Sorry, number 4, 1. The tips from the 1. Okay, and then we have to take out the notes. No, you don't have to take out the notes. Then we will discuss later. So firstly, I want you guys to read by yourself. And then everyone has to explain how do they understand.
Sorry, Jack, can you explain me the instruction again?
Read number 1 and the tips under the number 1 and the number 1. That's all.
Oh, yes.
但你看 channel number 1ဖတ်ပါနော်ဒီဥစ္စာဖတ်ပါနော်ဖတ်ပြီးဘာတွေနားလည်လဲရှင်းပြဖတ်တာနော် page number ဘယ်လောက်တော့ဆိုတော့77မှာတော့ပြမမသိဘူးဒီချက်အုံမကေဝင်ပြီးတော့အတန်ဂျီဘတ်တန်အဲ့လောက်မပြအောင်အခုနှာခေါင်းတွေပိတ်ပြီးတော့ဘာတန်ထွက်လာလဲမသိ
What are we doing right now, sir?
We are reading this one.
Okay.
Where have you been?
I don't know. Like in the house.
I mean, I were asking and I were calling out to you. You didn't answer. Where have you been?
Yeah, I was in front of the computer the entire time. Yeah. I think I deafened the headphones, so I can hear you. I accidentally deafened the headphones, so like the noises and the noises that come from the Zoom meeting, they were inaudible to me. Yeah.
But I also test you.
Oh, yeah, that's because I didn't see. Yeah.
Okay, the reasons. Okay, please read this one.
So what I do after like reading that? So what do I do after reading that?
Have you?
Like I've read that, so like what do I do?
We have to write this one.
Okay.
But we have to follow the instruction from number 1. Okay, guys have read it? The first one is easier to collect and record the information from the structured question rather than open-ended questions. Structured questions have a limited number of answers. Okay. Alright, it is easier to survey loaded question questionnaire. Survey loaded questionnaire ka belo twa le so shin ne teacher အရင်ကျတော့ collect လုပ်တဲ့ data collect လုပ်တဲ့အခါမှာလေတယောက်နဲ့တစ်မျိုးတွေပြောထားတဲ့ဆာလို့ရှိရင်ကျတော့ range တစ်ခုအတွင်းမှာ collect လုပ်တာပိုအဆင်ပြေတယ်အဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်ကျတော့ပထမဆုံးဘာဖြစ်လဲဆိုရှင် option တွေပေးထားတဲ့မေးခွန်းမျိုးဖြစ်အောင်နော် option တွေပေးထားတဲ့မေးခွန်းမျိုးဖြစ်အောင်ဥပမာဆိုတော့ how many plastic bags do you usually throw away in a day? So your answer will be 3 or 5 or something, but you have to, as a researcher, you have to write the question and already give the answer, the range between the number of the plastic bags that the people throw away in a day. It will be 2 to 5. The possible answer should be possible answer, okay? It will be 10 to 15 or like that. So the user, they will see the question and they will choose the appropriate one. When you recollect it, that is better and then easier way to research, to make the research, okay? Because your data is already in the format. So you have to do like a make it format. And then number 2, use questions requiring a yes or no answer. Okay, that's very clear. So if your question has to be okay, so do you have enough 8 hours sleep every day? And then so this is a yes or no answer, right? For the user, for the one who take the question, she or he will choose the one that is correct for his or her, right? If they don't have enough sleep, usually they will say no or yes. If they have the enough sleep, they will say yes. Okay, so we have to make, first one is we have to make with the option, okay, open-ended question. And next is yes or no answer, and yes or no answer question, okay? 3, one given a list of the options, school, subject, add other to the end of the list. So you have to add other to the end of the list. Be careful with the overlapping categories. Okay, overlapping categories such as 0 to 59 minutes is not very how can I say, visual to see it. So we need to, well, maybe 1 hour to 2 hours, or like 1 hour, 0 to 1 hour, 1 hour to 2 hours. Okay, we have to do the clear with a clear format. Okay, you don't say with the minutes, better to say with the hour. And next is ask only one question at a time. Okay, so you have to ask question only one question. For example, this one, do you like geography and history? So geography is one question and history is one question, right? So if we don't like geography, how could we answer yes and no, right? How could we answer yes and no? So we shouldn't make 2 questions at a time. Let's only make 1 question. And next is make sure your questions are specific. Make sure your questions are specific. And you don't use sometimes or often, okay? You cannot use sometimes or often. Next one is don't ask personal questions. You cannot ask the personal questions. And next one is never ask people to put their names on a questionnaire. Okay, you shouldn't do, that's what you shouldn't do. And next is if more than one answer is possible, add an expression such as please select the option that apply. Okay. To say it. You got it? You got the instruction? Do you got the instruction? Guys?
Yes.
What you're gonna do is, there will be a questionnaires, like the list 1 to 10 that we have done it before with our knowledge, right? Now we have to fit in our format. So your questionnaire can be yes or no questions, or else, for example, for the options, there are 2 things. In fact, when you see in Google Form, there will be mark style, the list style, and then there will be radio button. Now we say that this is how to say, I don't know. This is in ICT, what we call the radio button, chat box, okay? Or there is a chat box and the radio button. Chat box တွေ radio button လေးရှိရနော်အဲ့တော့မှ answer တစ်ခုခုရေးလိုက်ပြီးပေါ့ကွာဒီနားလေးမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီမှာじゃ radio button တွေကအဆက်ဗာလေ wine လေးနဲ့လေပေးထားမျိုးရှိမယ်ပြီးရင် chat box တွေရှိမယ်အဲ့တော့ chat box တွေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကြတော့ဒီချက်တို့ကအတိတ်က radio button တို့ဘာလို့ကဒီအပြင်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့အဲ့လိုမျိုး chat box ဆို radio button တို့ခွဲလို့ရတယ်လေဒါပေမဲ့စာရွက်ပုံမှာ on paper မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့အဲ့လိုလုပ်ထားလဲဟိုပြောတဲ့သူဖြေတဲ့သူကသိမှာမဟုတ်ဟုတ်တယ်မလားအဲ့လိုဆိုတချို့တို့ကဒီလိုမျိုးတကယ်လို့ option ကတစ်ခုထပ်ပိုးနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တချို့တို့နှစ်ခုသုံးခုချစ်လို့ရအောင်လို့ဟိုထဲမှာတစ်ခါလေးရေးပေးထားအောင်နော်ပြီးတော့နောက်တစ်ခုကကျတော့ yes or no နဲ့မေးတာနော် yes or no လို့နဲ့မေးမယ် yes or no ရှိမယ်အဲ့ပုံစံလေးပြန်ပြင်ပြီးတော့ဒီချက်ကိုရေးပေးပါအောင် အဲ့တော့အဲ့3မျိုးလုံးပါမယ်ပေါ့ဟုတ်ပြီနော်ကျွန်တော်အဲ့3မျိုးလုံးပါမယ်ဒီမှာရှိတဲ့ question ဘယ်နှခုရှိလဲဆိုတော့10ခုရှိအဲ့10ခုရေးပြီမယ်နော်ကျွန်တော်ဒီ
Okay,
မှာ
can you do an example?
ဒီဟာလုပ်ပြီမယ်နော်ဒီဟာကိုဒီချိန်မေ့သွားပြောဖို့ make sure that your questions are objective in other words do not show your own opinion in the question အဲ့ကျွန်တော် question ထဲမှာအဲ့ဒါအရေးကြီးဟာမှာဒီချိန်ဘယ်လိုများကြော်ပါလဲမသိဘူးငါခုန်ပြကြော်လာပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ဒီမှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် teacher တို့ကိုယ့်ရဲ့ question က objective ဖြစ်ရမယ်ဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့ question တွေကဘာဖြစ်လဲ don't show your own opinion in the question teacher တို့ opinion ပြတဲ့ဟာမျိုးမဖြစ်ရဘူးဘယ်လိုဟာမျိုးလဲဆိုမှာ do you agree တို့ that math is boring ဟုတ်လားဒီနေ့မှာ do you agree ရပါမယ် math is boring ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကြီးက teacher ရဲ့ opinion ဖြစ်နေတယ်နော်အဲ့တော့ teacher တို့အဲ့ဒါကိုအဲ့လိုမျိုး question တွေမဖြစ်ရဘူးဟုတ်ပြီနော်အဲ့တော့သူ့ရဲ့ question ကအမြဲတမ်း objective ဖြစ်ရမယ်အဲ့တော့ max လို့ပြောလိုက်ပြီဆိုရှင်အမှ max ရဲ့အသုံးဝင်ပုံဒါမှမဟုတ်တစ်ခုခုကိုမြင်ရမှာနော်အဲ့တော့ချက် example လုပ်ပြမယ်နော် example လုပ်ပြမယ်ဒီမှာက hours you sleep per night usually တို့ often တို့ sometimes တို့မထည့်ဘူးနော် usually တော့သူကမရေးတော့မရေးတာကို sometimes တို့ often တို့ရေးတာ usually ကတော့ဟိုအကြိမ်ကြီးအတွက်များရတဲ့ကြောင့်ဆိုထည့်လို့ရတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီချက်ကတော့မထည့်တော့ဘူးဘယ်လိုရေးလိုက်မနော် do you sleep night မှာဘာလာမလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီချက်ကဘာလဲနော်မှတ်ချက်ခိုင်းလိုက်ဆိုလေပြီးတော့အိမ်မှာပါရှိမယ်4 to ပုံမှန်6 hour နော်နိုင်ရရှိတဲ့ဟိုအမျိုးကိုလောက်ရမှာပေါ့နော်4 to 6 hour နောက်တစ်ခုမှာဘာဖြစ်မလဲ6 to 8 hours အဲ့ပေါ့စီအကြီးမားလိုက်နောက်တစ်ခုကဘာဖြစ်မလဲဆိုတော့အချို့ဆို8တယ်နော်8 to 12 hours တနင်္လာနေ့ဒီ8ရှိ
So how about 5 to 7?
ဒါ
5
5
to
to
7.
7ရရလေဒါတကယ်လို့ကိုက9နာရီထိအိတ်တဲ့သူဆိုဒုတိယဥစားမှာမှတ်ချရမှာပေါ့ဟုတ်တယ်မလားဟိုရရလေဒီချက်ပြောပြတာ5 to 7လည်းရရလေဒါပေမဲ့ဒီမှာကဒီချက် option ဖြစ်နိုင်တဲ့ဥစားလေးကိုထည့်ပြရမှာနော်မှန်တယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့လိုပုံစံလေးလုပ်ပြရမှာကြားလားအဲ့တော့ဒီချက်ကိုဟိုလိုမျိုးကြီးမလုပ်နဲ့တေချာတက်ရက်ကလေးလုပ်ပဲနော်တကယ်လို့ဟိုဟာကွန်ပျူတာနဲ့ရေးမဲ့သူကလည်း Google Sheet တို့ဘာလို့သုံးမဲ့သူကလည်း Google Sheet သုံးလို့ရတယ်ပြီးတော့တကယ်လို့ paper နဲ့ရေးမဲ့ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်း paper နဲ့ရေးလို့ရpaper ပေါ်မှာလည်းရှောက်ပြီးဟိုချစ်ဒီချစ်တောင်ချစ်မြောက်ချစ်ခလေးလေးလိုမရေးနဲ့နော်အဲ့တော့ဒီလိုတေချာတက်ရက် number 1တက်ပြီးတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုးပုံစံလေးလုပ်ပြီး questionnaire ကအပေါ်မှာပဲ yes or no question တွေလည်းရေးလို့ရ yes or no question လည်းရတယ်နော်အဲ့တော့ option ပေးတဲ့ဟာလေးရတယ်၃မျိုးလုံးပါရင်ပိုကောင်းတာပေါ့နော်တစ်တော်တဲ့ဟာကိုထည့်ပြရဟုတ်လားအခုလုပ်မယ်လားquestion ကဘယ်နှခုရှိသေးလဲ2 to 10ရှိသေးတယ်နော်ဒါပေမဲ့1ကိုလည်းပြန်ရေးလို့ရပါတယ်စိတ်မဆိုးပါ1 to 10ပဲထားလိုက်ပါတော့နော်1 to 10ပေါ့အခုလုပ်ကြည့်မယ်နော်ဒီပြနားလေလားမသိဘူးဒါပေမဲ့ကိုတားကလေစောက်ထဲမှာရေးလို့ရတယ်ဒီလားတားစောက်ထဲမှာရေးရလေးတက်ရက်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့စောက်ထဲမှာတေချာတက်ရက်လေးအဲ့လိုမျိုးရေးလိုက်ပေါ့နော်ဟိုနဲ့လုပ်လို့ရလဲရတယ် notepad နဲ့လုပ်လို့ရတယ်ဆိုလဲလုပ်နော်ဒီခံအောင်ပဲနော်
ဟုတ်
နင်တော့ရေးနေပြီလားမသိ Okay guysဟာနော်ချိန်တက်မှတ်ပြီးမှတော့ကြာစော့နေမှာဆိုလို့ 10 minute ကို question တစ်ခုကို10 minute ရလားမြန်စဉ်းစားပေါ့10 minute ပေးမယ်ပြီးတော့လေတစ်ချက်ပြောဖို့တစ်ခုကြံနေရဒီတဲ့ကစကလုံးတိုင်းယူသုံးစရာမလိုဘူးเนาะသူရဲ့အဲ့ဒီဟာနဲ့ဆက်ဆက်မှုရှိတဲ့မေးခွန်းမျိုးဖြစ်ရမှာသိလားဒီတဲ့ကစကလုံးတိုင်းယူသုံးစရာမလိုဘူးเนาะexercise 2ကဒီချက်တို့ခုနကတော့လောက်ရတဲ့ဥစ္စာဆိုဒီတဲ့ကစကလုံးတိုင်းကိုချက်ယူသုံးပါလေဒါပေမဲ့ဒီ breakfast နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ဆို breakfast နဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့အားကိုကိုကြိုက်တဲ့ပုံစံရေးလို့ရတယ်ဘယ်လိုကိုကြိုက်တဲ့ပုံစံရေးလို့ရတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တစ်ခုကဘာလဲဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဒီစကလုံးတိုင်းယူသုံးကြမှာ breakfast ကတော့တစ်လုံးပဲရှိရယူသုံးရမှာပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ကျတဲ့ဥစ္စာစကလုံးတိုင်းယူသုံးကြမှာဒါနဲ့ပတ်သက်တဲ့ question ဖြစ်ရင်ရပြီ Question ဘယ်နှခုရောက်ပြီလဲ What question are you working on now?
Teacher, only 5. Teacher.
Oh, only 5. Yeah, that's okay. Cool. Time's up. Time's up. How many questions do you love to do? How many questions do you love to do?
2.
2. Great. Alga, how about you?
4.
4. Okay. Sule. Sule, are you there?
4 teacher. Let
4 questions. Okay. Go, how about you?
3.
Huh?
3.
3. Okay. ဒီချက်လိုမျိုး option နေနဲ့လောက်ရမှာနော်သိရနော်ဒီလိုပုံစံလေးတွေပါမယ် yes or no တွေပါမယ်နော်အဲ့လိုပုံစံနော်ဟုတ်လားမရှိရရမှာမဟုတ်နော် Okay, so I'm gonna give you 4 more minutes. Please do quickly. Okay. You do a good deal. Then I leave. The Mediterranean business darling. Sport you take part in. So, do you? Danny, do you take part in sports? At school about me like no, as well just no but here.
Teacher B, teacher go on.
How let me? You know teacher be a boy with her, no? School at school material, yeah. My just no kid. Okay, we will like another yo.
Teacher me am a piano to for me piano for
Okay, to me. Another yo, be la. Little I go. How about you? Little Patali. Yeah, Holly. Morning. Little Dali. Little is in a PY do we go? Okay, I'll go. The PY do really. The handling data, GBA. Page number 52, my workbook, page number 52, handling data, GBA. GBA share. The 1, 2, 9, it will be homework, okay? One got a homework like, you know? Being 2 little dollar, 2. 2 got, so page number 53 and number 2, no? Exercise 2. Look at the graph and answer the question. Graph will give you a KPB. What does the graph show? Graph which man is the hottest in which the coolest? And 3 is there any big difference between the highest and lowest temperature? Or is the same true or the rainfall? Okay, you guys have to answer this one by studying the graph given under it. And then after you have finished, go to exercise 3. Okay. So A-level to now lah.
How did you write?
Sorry, teacher, what book they are studying looking?
How
Page number 53. Wow, vale. Ý là lý vale. Ao cao ta lý. Option này cao này đi là. Thế mẹ 0 to 3 hours. Or it was 0 to 3 là shit about no? ဟုတ်တယ်သူမှာအားသားလေးလင်းပြီးပြီလား have you finished
Chair, I have already said.
oh I see yes or no ကလေဒါ yes တကြောင် no တကြောင်ပေါ့နော်အပြင်မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင်တော့ဒီမှာတော့ထားလိုက်တော့Okay guys ကဲပြီးရလူများလာပြီသူလည်း how about you သူလည်းသမီးပြီးသွားပြီလား
Chair, like I'm copying and pasting the like box.
okay ဒါဆိုပြီးသွားပြီဆိုတော့ဒီချက်ကိုအဲ့ဟိုပြီးသွားတဲ့သူတွေက workbook ကိုလုပ်ထားပြီနော်ဒါစစ်နိုင်အောင်လိုက်ဟွာလေသူဘလူးလေဒါဟွာလေကျုပ်မိနစ်တင်ထားကြီးတွေရေးတဲ့ခါကျတော့လေအဲ့လိုမျိုး45 to ပါတော့ကျတော့ဂျားရောက်တော့မလို့32 1 hour ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဆိုသူက between မှာဖြစ်တဲ့ဟာကိုရွေးသွားလိုက်မယ်နော်1 hour to 2 hours အဲ့လိုမျိုးလေးလုပ်ပြီနော်
Yes, Chair.
How do you get on? 56. Okay.
What should I do after that?
You go to workbook page number 53, do exercise 2 by seeing the graph and answer the question. And proceed after you have finished, proceed exercise 3. Exercise 3 is you have to choose the correct answer or appropriate answer for the dialogues. Okay, number 2 ပြီးသွားပြီလား Have you finished number 2? Is a yes. Silence is a yes. You finished number 2? Amy, Pat. You guys finished number 2.
For me, I'm not finished
Not
yet.
finished yet.
Like, and also, like, we need to finish number 1 before number 2.
Okay.
Thing like that.
Read number 1. You mean number 1 question or exercise 1?
Exercise 1. You mentioned the page number 64, right?
53.
Sorry, I had
You was mistaken. I have already written here. Jadi poma yibita at the meeting. Page number 53. Exercise 2. You see the graph and then you have to answer the question. There anyone who have finished exercise 2? Dito, have you finished exercise 2? Okay. Then please proceed to exercise 3. Okay. For those who have finished exercise 2, please proceed exercise 3. Or shall we do the shall we do together? Oh, it's about the graph. Okay. The graph နဲ့ဆိုင်တာဆိုတော့တချို့ဆက်ပြီးတော့ပဲဖြေလိုက်တော့နော် 3 ပြီးတော့ sorry 2ပြီးတော့4 3ကိုဆက်သွားလိုက်နော် Your homework is exercise 1 from page number 52. I will write it out for you guys. So charity 3 ကိုလည်းလေဖြေထားလိုက်ပါဒီချင်းနဲ့မနှက်ဖန်ကြလို့ရှိရင်အဖြေတိုက်မယ်နော်အခုလောဆယ်ဖြေထားလိုက်ပေါ့ဒီမနှက်ဖန်ကြရင်ဖြေတိုက်မယ်ပြီးတော့လေ pizza puzzle လေးစဉ်းစားလာခဲ့ပြီ page number 57မှာရှိတဲ့ဟာလေးလေဒီမှာ solve the puzzle ဆိုတာအဲ့ pizza puzzle လေးအတွက် solution ကိုစဉ်းစားလာခဲ့ပြီ solution တွေအများကြီးရှိတယ်အဲ့တော့ကျွန်တော်ကိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးcut လုပ်မလဲဆိုတဲ့ solution ကိုစဉ်းစားလာခဲ့ပြီနော် Okay and thank you so much guys have a nice day bye
Hi, teacher. Thank you, teacher.